Mm. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Imperfect Action Show. As you know, on this show, what do? We take imperfect action. We learn some things about marketing. We learn some things about business principles, marketing lessons, things that are practical that we can take and implement ASAP so we can see some change, some growth in our business. Now, look, it's a special episode because it's actually the first pre-recorded episode. And why is it pre-recorded? Because I'm actually traveling. This is a great testament for today's topic, which is getting it done, because you got to get it done no matter what. And especially when you're making a commitment to not only the thing that you are going to do, but yourself, right? Making that commitment to yourself and deciding that you're going to get it done and that you're going to do the thing no matter what. So, on today's episode, there's a couple things I want to talk about that are going to contribute to you being successful. And getting it done is one of those things. And we're probably going to go back and forth on these three topics, right? So, three tips to be successful. We're just going to get right into it. So, number one is I have my notes right here. You want to succeed as bad, or actually, when you want to succeed, this is it right here. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, that's literally when you're going to be successful. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then that's when you'll be successful. For what does that mean? Well, it means this. Typically, the average entrepreneur, business owner, product based provider, service based provider, they are content with doing the minimum, right? You heard what I said. The average entrepreneur, product based business provider, service based business provider, they are satisfied with doing the minimum, right? They're gonna copy what their competitors doing. They're gonna see what's the least that they can get away with, right? And still be present and still show up, right? They don't really want to do that much work, but they want to tell themselves that they're working. So where does that leave you? Well, it gives you the opportunity to really run laps around them if you decide to take your craft and your business even more seriously. It literally allows you to run laps around them because when you want to succeed, excuse me, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, that's when you be successful. So what does that really mean? Well, we're pulling on the pain points right here. We are literally pulling on the pain. And when something happens, when you're faced with something, some type of adversity, when you face some type of tough situation and navigate through, maybe it's a situation where you like barely see a resolve, but you do see a resolve. That's when you may actually kick into gear and decide to do the thing and to do it because you want it badly, like really, really badly. And in that case, in that, like, no matter what, you get it done, right? Number two, successful people are willing to do what unsuccessful people are not. I'm going to say it again. Successful people are willing to do what unsuccessful people are not. So when you think about it, it sounds like it's really easy, but then it doesn't sound easy at the same time. So if you want to be successful, right? Well, it should be obvious to do what, you know, do the opposite of what unsuccessful people are doing. But you got fear creeping in, you got comfort creeping in, you got procrastination creeping in, you got like average success, which I feel like average success. I've been there too, where it's like, oh, you get a little bit of success, and it's like, oh yeah, this is cool, and you just end up maintaining it, right? You're like, I'm good with 100,000. I'm good with 50,000. I'm good with 25,000. I'm good. This is amazing month. I can keep. What if I could just keep cruising like this? I would be straight. I got nothing to worry. I got nothing to worry about. Like literally, I'm good right here. And that can be dangerous because you can be stuck right there. It can literally keep you right there. Like, and that's not a good place to be, especially when you have goals and aspirations much higher than you are currently living and experiencing, right? You can get stuck right in that place because you're starting to see a little bit of success. So successful people are 100% willing to do what unsuccessful people um, are not. So case in point, what are we doing? I'm doing a pre-recorded episode of Imperfect Action, episode 15. It's been 3 weeks. And because I'm going on a trip tomorrow, it doesn't matter to me if, you know, a bunch of people are going to watch this. I'm doing this show because I made a commitment to myself, no matter what. So it doesn't matter if there's a guest, if there's no guest. It doesn't matter if I'm traveling, if I'm not traveling. It doesn't matter what time zone I'm in. I made a commitment. So by making a commitment, I'm not willing to break that commitment to myself for whatever reason. And that's what getting it done is really literally all about, right? So let's go on to number three. Number three is simple. Number three is so simple. It's commit. All right, so we're back. A little technical difficulties. I don't know. I don't even know what's going on. But anyway, let's see. Let's just get back to it. Okay. Now, number three is on the third step to be successful is committing. And like I was saying, commitment is no matter what. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the weather is. It doesn't matter who says what. It doesn't matter if you're having a good day, having a bad day. It doesn't matter what your spouse may think. It doesn't matter what your son or daughter may think. Sometimes it doesn't even matter what you think, right? Like it literally doesn't matter. You need to do the thing anyway, because it's not about your feelings. It's not about what may or may not happen. It's literally just comes down to the habits. The habits is what's going to dictate the outcome. The daily decisions every day is what's going to dictate that outcome. And excuse me. And when you are like, oh, you know what? I could have been like, it's Friday. I'm not going to stream today. I'm traveling. Let's not do the show. But it ain't for me. It's for the person that's going to receive it. Take that imperfect action. Um, have that breakthrough. Experience that thing in their lives on the day, at the time that they're supposed to experience it, and it's because I did my part in it. And most entrepreneurs, most people are willing to just go based off of their emotions, go based on how they feel, go based on, I just don't. Today's not a good day, or I got a lot going on. Um, so they would break a promise to themselves. They will forego their commitment, right? Because it's not convenient for them at whatever time. The time's not convenient. The thing's not convenient. And that's not how it should be. It's literally not how it should be. So the three steps to being successful, let's break them all down. Right? We got, and again, I'm looking at my notes right here. We got when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, that's when you're going to be successful. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, or as bad as you want something else. So, what is something in your life right now that you like want bad or you want it bad? Replace that thing with success. Then that's enough to motivate you to now become successful, right? Because you have something that you're connected to, regardless, right? Number two, successful people do what most unsuccessful people are unwilling to do. So this one is an easy one. You can literally look at the marketplace and you can say, okay, cool. I can see exactly what my competitors are doing. I can see exactly what the competitors are not doing. I can see exactly what my mentor is doing, and I can see exactly what he or she may not be doing. Or if you have a couple mentors, and then you can just take a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, and then put it together, and you have, you, and that's really, really spicy. You know what I'm saying? Number three steps to be successful. Number three is commitment, like having that unwavering, undeniable, unshakable commitment. That's the shit that you need. That's that like you just deciding and then committing and then following through is literally that's the most impactful shit that you can do. It's literally the most impactful thing that you can do. It all starts there, you know. It all starts there. Um, I'm looking through the notes. I think there was something else that I wanted to share that's kind of relative to that. Hold on, let me look at it real quick. And by the way, this is the Imperfect Action Show, Monday through Friday, 30 minutes, 9:30 to 10. We get after it. Whether it's just me solo or I bring on a guest, we're gonna share with you different strategies, marketing, business, lessons, anything and everything that's going to motivate you to take some action today. And why don't you get that action today? That action is going to allow you to do the thing, right? Not perfect, not all up in your head, taking the gym, you know what I'm saying? Taking some motivation, taking some wise words, exactly specifically from each and every episode, and then acting on that and seeing what you got for results, or seeing if you're consistent long enough in the thing, what does the data tell you? Because that's also extremely important. Um, so yeah, I was gonna say the difference between you, right, or what it should be. The difference between you and other entrepreneurs is that you should be expecting to win. You should be expecting to win, right? I expect, or you expect to close a sale, close the transactions. You expect to accomplish everything that's in front of you, and you expect a success. Most unsuccessful people do not envision the close of the sale. They don't envision someone saying yes to them. They don't envision that. They don't see how the outcome can be favorable for them. They see how it can be unfavorable. And that's not who you want to hang around. And that's not the type of energy that's going to vibrate properly and support your growth. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not it. Um, and that's what I'm saying. Like you guys need to do. Like we talked about the basics, right? Three steps to being successful. I think the first step, besides committing, is like analyzing the crew. Like, okay, maybe commit is first. Maybe commit first because you got to decide you're gonna be there. Okay, but what about analyzing the crew? Who is the five or so closest people to you? And are these five individuals, growing at the same rate, plus or minus, or in the same direction as you? You know, because if they're not, what are we really doing? Like, what are we really doing? Right? Another thing I think I would add to three steps to being successful. So now we're talking about the four steps to being successful, and it's super fitting with the topic of today's episode is get it done. Right? That's part of commitment, but get it done. What are the things that you need to do in your business? Have you identified them? Do you know what's going to take to the next level? What is a mentor saying? What is a coach saying? What is a consultant saying? And then just get it done. Don't question it, right? I wish the chat was live because then I could drop some gems in here, man. But it's gonna be in the caption below. Don't question the decision of someone that has a little bit more life experience, business experience, and knows exactly the pains points that you may be facing before, in fact, it happens. So what does that do? That saves you a lot of headache. It saves you a lot of wasted time and wasted energy. It saves you from the ability to have to figure it out when you pay somebody to figure it out. And by any means necessary, you want to get that thing done because that's what's going to move the needle. You actually getting the thing done, which is interesting. So I wanted to share like two passages, right? So today is March 11th. So this is going to be interesting. This is fitting, right? So it talks about focus. So it gives a parable. So these are daily laws right here. So it gives a parable. So I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm going to just go on to like the summary. Daily law. It's not your studies that will bear fruit, but the intensity of your intention, which is super fitting, getting it done. So it's not about the process of you figuring out how to get it done. It's not about that. It's about the intensity that you put into the intention that you're giving to get it done. That's listen. I ain't playing this. You know what I'm saying? I didn't pre-select that passage. This book, Daily Laws by Robert Greene, it literally goes based off of the day of the year. So I had no idea what that said, but it was fitting. You got to put a level of intensity and a level of attention on the things that you want to get a result that you want. Overall, culturally, we're not doing enough. There's individuals are doing enough for sure, but as a whole unit, as a team, as a delegation, like Dave Chappelle, how you would say, or as a people, we ain't doing it. We're not doing it. So let's run through them. Three steps plus a bonus. Number one, When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, that's when you're gonna be successful, right? Number two, successful people do what unsuccessful people are unwilling to do. That's a simple one. Success leaves clues. What do you feel like your competitors are not doing that you can easily do? That you can see that can convert, right? Number four, number three, just making that commitment, like really digging deep, have doing some soul searching, whatever you need to do to decide that enough's enough, and then tomorrow is going to be a new day situation. That's what I would really focus on. Um, those things, and then the fourth one is, you know, expecting it. Doing it, getting it done, expecting it, right? Getting it done because you expect to win. Getting it done no matter what. Doing what you got to do no matter what. And that's the most powerful thing that I would say is like just doing it no matter what. It doesn't matter what anyone says. All that matters is the commitment that you made within yourself, and if you have the integrity to get it done or not. Case in point, tonight's show, well, today's show, I'm getting it done. It's not convenient for me. I could be sleeping. It's not the best use of my time at the moment because I need to recharge. But I'm doing it anyway because I want to have a video for you guys. Whether you're seeing it now, you're gonna see it in a week or two. I wanted to continue with my commitment. And my commitment is 30 minutes a day, plus or minus a new show, Monday through Friday, on marketing and business. That's it. That's literally it. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. So number four is get it done. These four steps, because that's what they are. They are steps. To be successful are very impactful. Like they're super impactful. And I know this past week we were talking about a lot of different excuse me. This week we was talking about a lot of different like strategies that can be implemented, you know. But none of the strategies were like really complex. They were just like simple. We just need to put intention around getting it done and it will get done. Like literally, like and that's what we should be doing. But for some reason, we aren't. But I know it's not as simple as that. It's really not as simple as that. However, you want to definitely make sure that you cover like certain topics um, when it comes to that. You know, whether it's certain topics, your product, your service, like presenting it, getting it done, doing what's unpopular, doing it anyway despite the weather, doing it anyway despite if it normally comes out a certain way and then you have to do it another way, but it just needs to be out, then that's the route that we take. It's literally the route that we take. So again, Imperfect Action Show. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Definitely, there's a lot of juice here. I want to give you guys something. Obviously, I'm getting ready to get on a flight, go to the A, build some bridges and things like that. So I wanted to give you guys something that is tangible that you can implement. Those three steps to being successful plus the bonus. Like these are all things that are going to contribute to you, like literally getting the thing done and doing the thing consistently and doing what's unpopular, right? Because it's what's going to lead to be successful. And then really like pulling on your own emotions by reallocating the idea of, you know, what was I going to say? Yeah, reallocating the pain, you know. So instead of it being based off of your breath, it's going to be based off of, buying your mama a house or getting out of this financial situation or, um, whatever it is. That's literally like what it needs to be. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I'm definitely gonna get some rest right now because we got that trip coming up. But what do you think about the 4 steps to being successful, or the 3 steps plus a bonus? Where are you, on that journey? Could you be doing better in number one, number two, number three, and number four? All of them. Leave a comment below. Let me know, because I've experienced every level of that in my lifetime. You know, so I don't want you to feel like it's gonna take a while, or that you need to experience that before you can get to the other side, because you don't. You can skip through a lot of stuff and a lot of things. So again, I'm Brendan Boyd. This is the Imperfect Action Show. We teach marketing strategies in business, give you a lesson or a principle, something you can implement into your business right away so you can see a result. And I will see you guys on Monday, episode 16. You know what it is. We are guest heavy next week, and we're not going to disappoint. All right. Peace.